lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Partly sunny skies, 72 degrees in beautiful Orchard Lake, Michigan. Boy, we've got a matinee baseball game that you dream of. It's Rochester Adams and Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the Eaglets #1 in Division II in this past week's poll. And Rochester Adams #3 in this past week's poll in Division I. Should be a dandy. The Eaglets took the first matchup a week ago at Oakland University, 8-3. Adams out for revenge. It's a territory battle. A lot of Eaglets from Rochester. A lot on the line. Joe Mooney and I will have it for you. But first, the head coach of the Eaglets, Nick DePonio's next. Stick around. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Long Ball Live. Getting set for St. Mary's and Adams. We're here with head coach Nick DePonio in his second year. His team with a 7 out of 9 streak right now, #1 in Division II. And a chance to sweep Rochester Adams today, one of many nice victories you've had this year. Get us caught up on how your team's doing as of late.
Yeah, I think we're playing good fundamental baseball right now, and kind of at the right time. Kind of sorted through the brutalness of the Catholic League, and got some good games against those opponents, and looking forward to this game and another really good opponent, and Catholic League playoffs next week, so we're ready.
The Eaglets have earned the #2 seed in the Catholic League playoffs. It'll happen next Thursday. In the semifinal, they've received the bye. How about it? #2 in the Catholic League Central Division, the best league in the state.
Yeah, it's a testament to these guys and the effort that they're putting in, and just the grind. You know, it's about the grind, and they're doing a great job. So we couldn't be in a better spot right now, and they earned that bye.
An important game today. I know it's non-league, but it is Rochester Adams, a formidable opponent, and a team that's actually ranked higher at this point in Division I, top 3 in the state. So what do you make of this matchup today?
Yeah, you know, we had a good battle with them last week, and expect nothing but the same this week. We've got a lot of our players are locally from that area, so they've gone to school together. They've grown up playing Little League together, so it's always a good matchup with Rochester Adams. So we're looking forward to it. Hudson
Brestevich gets the ball for you today, the Notre Dame commit. What can we expect out of Hudson?
He's gonna give us a chance to win every time he's on the mound. So he's going to do his thing. So we expect that he's going to throw, and our guys will be behind him, and we'll be ready.
What's a characteristic you like in your team this year?
You know, they battle right now. So we're going through, you know, ups and downs of every year in terms of injuries and stuff like that. So, but they've proven that they can battle, and, you know, we really emphasize playing hard every single pitch. Every single pitch is the most important pitch of the game, and that's the mentality that we've taken, and they've embodied that.
Lastly, good news on the injury front. Anthony Alezai, your Michigan State commit catcher, is back today. One of those Rochester area guys. He'll get a chance to play. How important is that?
He's our senior leader, our senior captain, and you know, thank God we have him back, and we're just excited that he's back out there. And I know he's been really anxious to get back, and you know, really handles our pitchers really well, and the entire staff. So couldn't be happier to have him back.
All right, I'm getting out of here before I get hit.
Yeah.
Nick, thanks for your time, and we appreciate all the best today and the rest of the year.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, that's Nick DePonio getting his team set. We've got the first pitch coming up right after this. Adams and Orchard Lake right here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores! And it's time for baseball at Dan Petrie Field. Chad Bush and Joe Mooney with you. Joe, a big one before we get set for the national anthem. Your thoughts on this matchup?
Oh, this is a big one. It's non-league game, but of course, kind of a And obviously a contest between two of the greatest teams historically in baseball in Michigan.
We'll step aside. National anthem's next. We're back on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
No wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Welcome back to Dan Petrie Field. Chad Bush and Joe Mooney getting set for Rochester Adams, who came in fresh off the poll, number 4 last week in Division I. St. Mary's number 1 in Division II. We expect a battle between these two teams that are prevalent in Oakland County, in Southeast Michigan, in the state of Michigan as well.
Yeah, Chad. I mean, these two teams have been historically been able to produce some great college players and pro players, frankly. So looking forward to having a great battle here. I mean, two well-coached teams, two veteran coaches, and obviously some great players here. So it's going to be a great game, great matchup here at beautiful Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Nothing better than a 72-degree day here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Wind coming off a little bit off the lake there, and we're ready to play some baseball.
Always a win coming off that lake. And yes, you said it, Nick DePonio, who you heard from in his second year, doing an outstanding job for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, finishing second in the Central Division in the Catholic League. And Rochester Adams winning the OAA Red, 13-1 in that league, and that says something. And I know you're excited to see these two teams compete. Your alma mater, Rochester Adams, against my alma mater, Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Ooh. I hope it doesn't turn out, Chad, like the golf game that we played last week, where obviously it was it wasn't even a contest, frankly, but. We'll see what happens here. I'm excited, actually, on not trying to be biased towards Adams, but I'm kind of excited to see Hudson Brustevich on the mound. This kid is a Notre Dame commit, great player, and also the catcher coming back from injury, had a concussion for a few weeks, Anthony Alezai. I'm excited to see him. He is their spark plug behind the dish, got a great arm. He should be able to really show a great defensive stop here for St. Mary's.
All right, let's get to the batting lineup for Rochester Adams. Matt Tepner leads things off. He's in right field. He's a junior. Jesse Geddes is the two-hitter. He's in left field. Batting third, it's Rhino Waters, the center fielder. Batting fourth and cleanup, it's Henry Donahoe, the senior. Luke Borkowski, whose sister went to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, is batting fifth, and he's at first base. Number 2, Andrew Wozniak bats sixth. He's at second base. Johnny Safadi is the DH batting seventh. Daniel Seymour batting eighth, the shortstop, and catching McAllister Dwele, the junior. We are set. Hudson Brustevich on the mound. What can we expect to see from the youngest Brustevich?
Yeah, I mean, just a great athlete there on the mound. He's going to sit probably high 80s. Establish that fastball early. Got a nice slide piece as well, and he'll follow it up with a good changeup. Again, Notre Dame commit. He's known, obviously, for his hitting. The kid can absolutely rake. I mean, he's, this year he's hitting .410 right now, and he's got 5 bombs. But on the mound, let's see if he can actually convert that into some great athleticism on the mound. We'll see.
All right, he's facing Tepner, the right fielder, to lead things off. Matt Tepner, the junior, grounds one to third. Backhanded by Tribal, throw to first, and it is not in time. Throw was low, the scoop from Conrad, but the speedy Tepner's on. It's a leadoff single.
Yeah, you can see here, he kind of pounds it right into the ground, but I will tell you, hard play to make from the third baseman, and Tepner runs well. Tepner can absolutely fly. I mean, Tribal did his best there. Clean play, good job by Tribal there. But Tepner, when you have this athleticism, you're going to see him fly down the mound. I mean, he's probably in that 4-2, 4-1-5, down from home to first base, which is good. Let's see if Alezi and him have a little cat and mouse game here.
So Anthony Alezi, Rochester area native, as a lot of these Orchard Lake St. Mary kids. He's back after a 3-week hiatus. He was out due to a concussion that happened down on the Ohio trip, almost 3 weeks to the date. Hudson Brustevich, the Notre Dame commit, to the set, squares to bunt, and it's fouled back.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of bunting from Adams. They are a bunting team. I have seen them probably 4 times this year, Chad, and I've not seen less than 4 or 5 bunts per game.
Are you proud of that as an alum?
I hate it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But I think that it's effective. I mean, they're 13-1 in league and 21-5 overall. So obviously he knows more than I do. So that's why I'm sitting in the booth and he's sitting in the dugout, Chad.
You said it.
Yeah. But you'll see a lot of small ball, and that's good. That's going to test the defense on and the smartness of St. Mary's.
Runner not going, squares to bunt, gets it down. Brustevich off the mound, has one play, throw to first. He's out. The runner advances Tepner to second. And mission accomplished with a small ball mission, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, textbook bunt. He squared around, got the bat in front of the base of the home plate, and just a really good textbook sacrifice bunt. It's interesting though. Sometimes you think that Tepner, with his speed, would be able to test the Alezi arm, and they didn't want to test the Alezi arm there because if he steals second base, then you don't have to bunt, or you can bunt him over to the third. But they didn't want to do that, so they have respect, obviously, for Alezi behind the dish.
So this is Colton Flip Waters. He's just a freshman. His brother Rhino, a captain, is homesick today. We hope he feels better, but he's not here. So this is his freshman brother, Colton Waters, number 20.
Yeah, this kid is he can all-out rake. He's a good player. Freshman, this kid's going to play somewhere at the next level. I can tell you that. I'm not making any profound statements by saying that. This kid can absolutely rake. He's very relaxed at the plate for a freshman. Is very confident in there as well. Got a great genetic gene pool. His mom, Tammy, played softball at Michigan State, was one hell of a player.
Oh, is that right?
Corner. Yeah, she was at the hot corner. She's good.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, she's a great player, and I got to tell you, all 3 of the Waters boys are amazing. And so, obviously Bino over at Notre Dame, and Flip down here at Adams, and his Rhino is the middle one, who's the quarterback, actually a really great quarterback for Adams. So kind of some freak athletes. They get it somewhere, right, Chad?
That's it. Ball is upstairs to the tall left-handed rookie Waters. They all have nicknames, and they're all pretty cool, I got to admit. His name is Colton.
I couldn't remember it for the longest time. I couldn't remember Colton, how they get Flip, but I've never asked, but I've got to come up with an acronym. Bino, Rhino, Flip.
Pitches on the outside corner. That's a strike. We're playing 4-3 baseball today, boys and girls, not Catholic League 3-2 ball.
Yeah, he didn't like that one. You let the umpire know about that, too. Let's see if the umpire is.
Full count, 1 out. Runner on second is Tepner. This is the batter, the freshman, in a tough spot. Flip Waters. Got him on strikes. 2 are out. Still that runner at second. And Adams will have a good chance here with Donahoe to try to drive him in. Big strikeout for Huddy.
Big strikeout. Huddy throws that fastball, just gets it right by him. And, I think Flip kind of came off that a little bit, kind of was maybe trying to pull it a little bit too much. And Huddy's not something that you can just kind of, you got to make sure that you're on top of that ball, because Huddy he comes in there pretty good. That ball is registered 87 miles an hour. Not bad.
Not bad at all. So this is Donahoe, the cleanup hitter. And that one is left upstairs. Donahoe, one of the top players on this team. Donahoe, 6 foot, 195. And he has been a 3-year guy on varsity.
Yeah.
And a starter on the football team.
Yeah. He also returned to basketball his senior year. Just a great athlete. This kid can do it all. And his dad is a Notre Dame alum, believe it or not, and is a good golfer. So maybe, Chad, that's a connection.
Don't
that
start
you should make.
yet. Let's wait till the third.
Okay.
Come on.
That's a connection you should make.
Hudson's pitch is low in the dirt. First base is open to the dangerous Donahoe. On deck is the left-handed hitting Burkowski.
It's interesting is that you're seeing a lot of these multi-sport athletes now, which I think is brilliant. You know, I think that's good. I mean, you see these just only baseball guys, they're just robots, you know, and I just think that it's good. You know, you can see Henry Donahoe is someone that's in the box. He's athletic and is an athlete playing baseball, which I think that's what colleges, pro scouts are looking for now. They're not looking for like these robots guys. They're looking for just guys that can play multiple positions and are great athletes.
The 2-1 is laced to left field. That's a base hit. Wyatt Borby is up with it. Rounding third, headed home is Tepner. The throw to the plate, and it is in time. The relay from Borby to Tribal to Elezai equals the third out for Adams in this first. Magnificent defensive play, Joe.
First of all, what a seed by Donahoe. He absolutely hit a missile to left field, and that's why they got him, Chad. You don't understand. The ball got to left field so fast that they could get it in on the guy trying to score from second, Tepner. So that is, no disrespect to Tepner. He can fly, right? But that ball was hit so hard to left field, he got it in so fast, and obviously nailed at the plate.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
It wasn't Luke.
Here's another look, Joe, at that play from the opposite side.
Yeah, and this is a great play by Elezai as well. He doesn't block the play because he's not allowed to. He gives Tepner an opportunity, that outside half, and then just does a sweeping tag there and with two hands, which is great. Not only that, I got to tell you, learn a thing. Anthony Elezai kept his mask on. Very, very important. Catchers out there, keep your mask on. That's what caused Elezai to have the concussion. Ripped his mask off last time, played the plate, boom, gets a concussion. Kept his mask on, kept his helmet on, and I think that was a really smart play. So
good call.
Great job.
By a veteran and the captain, Elezai. Here's the lineup for the Eaglets under Nick DePonio, 17-10, finished second in the Catholic League. Luke Crichton will lead things off. Their top hitter, .419 on the year for Luke Crichton, the Indiana commit. Nate Bauman is in right field batting second. Hudson Bristevich, the pitcher, will hit for himself, batting third. He's second on the team with a .410 average. Drew Tribal will hit cleanup. Wyatt Borby will bat fifth. Carter Klein will bat sixth. I'll get to the rest in a moment. First pitch is upstairs. Derek Conrad will bat seventh and at first. Anthony Elezai will bat eighth. He's the catcher. And Preston Duff will bat ninth. He's in center field. This is the pitcher Durand. And he has quickly evened the count 1-1 against Luke Crichton. What should we know about Luke?
Yeah, I mean, Luke Crichton, obviously, you already said it. He's the leading hitter here at St. Mary's. The kid's an Indiana commit. Will probably most likely be a major league prospect next year as he's going into his senior year next year. Long, lanky, very projectable, 6'3". I mean, incredibly athletic. This is what pro scouts are looking for. If you want to dream on a player, it's Luke Crichton.
Played basketball for Todd Covert on the Eaglets.
See, that's what I'm
basketball
talking about,
team, and a big part on that team. Started a lot of games, most of the games. His sister, of course, also an outstanding athlete at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. And it's an athletic family. His brother's at Clemson and doing great things as a junior, Jack Crichton.
Jack Crichton is doing great things. I've known Jack Crichton for many, many years. He is a heck of an athlete, heck of a ball player, heck of a basketball player, too. He was a great player here at St. Mary's.
Yep. Allie Crichton is the sister. I saw her earlier.
I saw Allie.
She's wearing a questionable colored shirt. It looked pretty Adamsy to me. I did call her out for it, but hey, she's entitled to root for whoever she wants. Swing and a miss. Did he foul tip it? No, he did not, says the umpire. So a strikeout here for Durand and an impressive one for the southpaw.
Yeah, I mean, he just goes up and in. Great pitch right here. Luke sees this, and this is the problem with high pitches when it comes to 2-strike counts, is that hitters see that ball better. It's closer to their eyes. It's closer to their face. So they think they can see it better, and they think they can catch up to it. The problem is when you're like Duran throwing that high gas, it's really hard to catch up to.
This is the two-hitter, Nate Bauman. Bauman, the right fielder.
That's a filthy slider. Like, he just led that off right there. That was filthy.
It is. Durand has been sharp with it so far. 5'9", 185. Jack Durand, the senior lefty. And he's working against the right-handed hitting Nate Bauman. Bauman had to earn his way into that right field spot. It took till about mid-April before he would get the nod. Just a junior, very good bunter. And he's moved up in the order.
Yeah, Duran tries to go back to that high cheese, right? And tries to see if he can get a chase. 3-1 count. Now we got a hitter's count here. Let's see what he does.
No score, bottom of the first. That one is driven foul and deep down the left field line. You get a look, and I think that hit Robin Goddard's van. Robin on the phone with somebody, of course.
Hopefully a donor.
I'm sure. Check your phone, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the pitch. It's upstairs, and he draws the walk. So a good eye, and he does what the number 2 guy's supposed to do, see some pitches, and get on base.
Yeah, Bauman did a great job there. I mean, that's a hard pitch to lay off. That's a high fastball. It's not too far out of the zone. Did a great job there.
So that'll bring up the pitcher, Hudson Brustevich, hitting for himself. Good speed at first base. We could see Bauman on the move. Of course, it's a little bit more challenging with a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, we got a lefty-on-lefty matchup here, and I got to tell you, I really, really love Hudson Brustevich's ability to be able to swing the bat to the left side of the infield and left side of the outfield. He can really, really swing it.
Big gap on that left side between third and short. You think he tries to go that way, or
Yeah,
does he try to pull something down the line?
I think he is a kind of player that basically looks at the situation. He's an 0-1 count right now. I think he's looking maybe something outside, maybe drive it to left field.
5 home runs on the year for the Notre Dame commit.
Yeah. He tried to go out there. I mean, Durant respects him, obviously. He understands, who Hudson is. Notre Dame commit. His brother's raking.
Parker Brustevich, freshman at Notre Dame, third on the team in hitting, 305 at last check. That gets beyond him. And so the advancement by Bauman to second, he's now in scoring position with 1 out. And the Eaglets' top power hitter and number 2 average hitter at the plate.
Yeah, Durant just needs to stay within himself right there. He just overthrew the pitch. And guess what? You're giving up a base right here. And base hit scores a run now. So, yeah, you can see he just got to stay within himself.
Keeping our fans behind the fence on their toes back there, Joe. The set by Durand and the check at second of Bauman. And the foul tip into the glove. And Hudson tardy with that Durand fastball.
Yeah, he was a little under it, a little tardy. It's all about timing. And, Durand's only stands about 5'9", 5'10", but my gosh, he can bring it. He's very effective right now.
Hudson stands at 6'4". And that one he wears on the right shoulder. So first and second now. And the Eaglets will strut up the left-hander Drew Tribal, the third baseman. Here's another look at this pitch they got up and in.
Yeah, it wasn't anything he's trying to intentionally, obviously,
No.
or not even trying to purpose pitch. It's more of a breaking ball on the inside, just he didn't get on top of. I mean, you don't get on top of it, you're not going to be able to, drop it in the zone.
So Drew Tribal, and the cleanup hitter, third baseman, much improved from a year ago, very matured, and he's really stabilized first base for most of the year. He's third baseman today. Drew Tribal And he crocks one down the first base line. That's in play, and it's under the glove of Borowski. Around third, and to score is Bauman. They'll hold Brustevich at third. It's an RBI single for Drew Tribal, and it's 1-0 OLSM. We'll see how they score it, Joe. It did look to be hot and under Borowski's glove before he could get it down.
Yeah.
Do we agree it's a base hit?
Yeah, I mean, it was hit pretty hard. I mean, Tribal did what he has to do as a cleanup hitter there, right? Which is put the ball in play. He, turned on it pretty good on an inside fastball. And, I would probably consider that a hit. That's a tough play for the first baseman there, Borowski.
Yep. And his sister Sophie is intern for us, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I know Luke fairly well. And good player, by the way. When he gets up there, he's going to be a very intimidating person in the box. We'll see him next inning.
Has an older brother that also played at Adams. Duran to the set, trying to stop the first run bleed.
Yeah, his older brother was really good. Jackson was was a good pitcher, really good pitcher for Adams.
He was mixed in with your boys.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. He used to come over during COVID.
This is Wyatt Borby who pops it up. This should be out number 2, and it's Wozniak who handles it at second base. So there are 2 outs, a big out, and getting Borby, the number 3 hitter on this team, in average. And they'll now have to deal with Carter Klein, the senior second baseman. Big out for Duran.
Huge out for Duran. I mean, again, went up top a little bit and got him to pop up. He was a little bit late to begin with. You can see here, too, he was a little late. And very effective pitch. As I was saying, though, Chad, the Jackson Borowski used to come over during COVID and hit. Or he would pitch to Alex and Ryan.
Okay.
During COVID when they were still trying to train and they were, at St. Mary's, obviously Alex at 21 and Ryan at 23. Jackson would come and we had a cage set up back there, and he would throw gas to him. So very lucky to have Jackson Borowski. He broke many bats of the kids.
They got him picked off at first. Tribal is going to bait the run and the throw, and he does it. Drew the throw at second. Brustevich comes in to score. Actually make it Derek Conrad in. Is that Brustevich? It is Brustevich in to score, and it's 2-0 Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Yeah, if you could chill one more time on the replay, though. Borowski, the first baseman, needs to come towards the pitcher on that. He knows he's not going to get picked off. He needs to come towards the pitcher and then throw it to second base. If you come towards the pitcher, you're basically going to force the throw, and you're going to have a little bit quicker time to get the guy at third just in case he breaks. You can see he needs to come through. Yeah, and it was just a really, really good play. Great base running.
Well executed. Good dial-up by Nick DePonio.
Nick DePonio, that was a really good call.
Tribal at second now, and this is Carter Klein, the second baseman. And Carter takes one down and in.
And again, he does it with 1 strike with 2 outs. That's just good
right.
coaching right there, right? He's not doing it with nobody out. A 3-1 count on the hitter. You get a hitter count. He's doing it with a pitcher's count and the odds against you. 2 outs. He's got to score a run, right? He's trying to manufacture things. Great play by DePonio. Great play.
Duran checks the runner at second. Tribal and is ready to deal, and Carter Klein looks at it. Second baseman, solid player.
Looks athletic.
Yeah, the hair looks very athletic.
Oh, the flow is fantastic. Look at that flow.
Some nice bounce to it.
Oh, he's got some great lettuce. I wonder what kind of products he's using.
You had that in the late 80s.
Oh, 100%. I had the greatest mullet on the planet. Are you kidding me?
I want photos.
Oh, yeah. I'll send them tonight. But anyway, this kid, look at this kid's flow. My God. You think he's using, what are you using?
Pert.
Suave? You think he's using, no, that's anti-dandruff. He's probably using Suave.
Orbe. I don't know. My wife uses all these fancy ones. She's a hairdresser.
I don't know. He just has got some.
Orbe, I think, would be the kind of bounce I see off of that hair.
That's good. That's good. He looks like he's got some flow there. He's definitely got some moves in there, some moxie. Little moxie in there, right?
Derek Conrad is in the on-deck circle for the Eaglets, looking to get a chance, hoping to get a chance. Full count, 2 outs, 2-0 Eaglets, bottom of the first. Look at a sweep Rochester Adams in the season series. So this first inning continues to grow for Durand. And,
Yeah.
you know, Joe, I mean, a chance now for the Dakota transfer, Derek Conrad, to do something big.
Yeah, I think they need it. I mean, again, if I was the Adams coach, I would definitely be walking out there, just kind of calm him down. I mean, he's thrown a lot of pitches, obviously, this inning, and so, he's 28 pitches in this inning, and that's tough, right? So, whenever you get 28 pitches to start off with, that's not good.
Nope.
So, got to calm him down. Let's just get this guy. You got 2 outs. We really got to get this guy.
Runner at second, Tribal at first is Klein. It's a fastball above the letters. Conrad trying to find it. The pitch count climbing. That's his 30th pitch upcoming.
I think what happens with pitchers, especially in high school, is that they get caught up in like the first and third situation, and they get flustered. You just got to go back to doing that. Like, that's effective, Chad. You throw fastballs like that, like, not many people are going to be able to hit that.
Adams has had a nice year. They've edged out their rival Rochester, the Falcons, who finished 9-5 in league play and finished second. They swept
finished
them.
second.
Yeah, they finished second. That's important in the city of Rochester.
Yeah, it is.
Stony Creek also finished below.
Rochester always finishes second.
Fly ball right field. Tepner's under it. He makes the catch. And the long second inning for the Adams Highlanders is finally over. But not before the Eaglets put up 2 on their home turf. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 OLSM. First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad Bush, Joe Mooney with you from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Kristen Jackson, C-Jack Express on the executive producer seat. Let's meet the starters defensively for the Eaglets. Anthony Elezai. All right, 1. I get one of those a game. Hudson Brestevich is his battery mate on the mound. Drew Tribal at third. It's Luke Crichton at shortstop. Klein at second. Derek Conrad at first. It's Bowen in right. It's Preston Duff in center. And it's Wyatt Borby in left. Under Nick DePonio in his second year, Nick won a state title here his first go-round. And he's bringing the Eaglets back to the promised land in his second stint. And doing a fine job. He's got him number 1 in Division II this week. And his counterpart across the way at Rochester Adams in his first year, also doing good things, Andrew Lampkin. He's got the Highlanders number 4 in this past week's poll in Division I.
Yeah, both coaches are great coaches. I mean, frankly, these players should be very, very fortunate to have these guys as coaches. I mean, dedicated their programs. They've done a great job, and I feel, they're both going to be. You could send your kids to either program, and they'd be very, very happy.
Yep. Hudson Brestevich fouls it off, and that's going to get over by Doug and some others. Young fan from Kego Harbor will chase that down.
Yeah, this hitter is Luke Borowski, and I got to tell you, Chad, this kid, he is like in the nation. I think he's like 5th or 6th, maybe 4th in terms of exit velocity.
Oh, wow.
Perfect game in PBI. And what the PBR, which is Prep Baseball Report, what they do is they put the ball on the tee. They have you have a wood bat. They have the radar gun behind it, and you basically hit it. And it basically tells you how strong or how hard you hit the ball. And he is, and I'm not kidding, in the entire nation. I think he's 4th or 5th in the entire nation, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he can, I think it's like 107, 108, which is just elite power.
Impressive. Grounds one sharply to second. Klein is up with it. The flip over to Conrad. One up and one down. Sophie's still the best athlete in that family.
She's a
star volleyball player.
Yes.
Intern at the prep.
Not only that,
with all due respect,
she did
an
a
athletic
fabulous
family.
job too of her senior speech too. She was chosen to do the senior speech at graduation. The Borowski family is great, and Sophie is top-notch person. University of Michigan, and just an absolute. Jack obviously went to the University of Michigan. Or Jackson went to the University of Michigan. Just a good family, and you know, really talented people there.
You bet. So here's Wozniak, the second baseman, the number 6 hitter for Adams. Adams has had some solid wins this year. Again, we mentioned the Rochester 4 wins against Rochester. There's a shot right back to Hudson Brestevich, and that boy can field his position as well as advertised. Hot hands here.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an athlete. I mean, that's his position really isn't going to be pitcher in college. I mean, he's just a good athlete, and that's why he's playing it right there. Just fielding his position. Nonchalant, no big deal. No big deal. That's a great job.
The biggest win maybe of the year happened last week, or excuse me, over the weekend, as Adams knocked off Bay City Western 9-2 up in Bay City. There's an error on Tribal, so on at first is Safadi.
I mean, you gotta. It's an error, but my gosh, the ball wasn't like it was not hit super hard. I mean, that was a hot shot. So, you know, I'm gonna give some flowers to the Adams player there too. You know,
Safadi. Swing and a miss. Little change up from Seymour, the shortstop. Hudson Brestevich.
Johnny Safadi. What a great name, too.
It's on the all-name team, honorable mention, I think.
Johnny Safadi.
It's there. It's not exactly Vito Zito.
Vito Zito.
Who we had. Right. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, this guy might find
good
a
catcher,
spot.
too, Vito Zito.
Very good catcher.
Yeah. Vito Zito.
Some good catchers in this league.
Yeah.
Anthony Elezai is one of them. He's back today after a 3-week hiatus.
Michigan State commit.
Yes,
no
he
big
is.
Deal. Good job.
We will see him in the next inning batting.
Yeah, Adams is being incredibly conservative here, too, not stealing at all. Let's see if they try something here. No.
Safadi at first, and that's strike 3, inning over. So Brestevich gets a K. And the inning over. Eaglets coming to try to add some more here in the second.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's 17-10 on the year, 15-7 in the Catholic League. They'll finish the number 2 seed. 2 national championships to St. Mary's credit in 21 and 22. 7 state titles for the Eaglets, and playing out of Division II this season. Nolan Schubert, who just homered on his birthday. And he's projected as one of the top power hitters in the country, and he will come out in this year's draft. He's doing great things at Oklahoma State for Coach Holliday. And freshman of the year, co-Big 12 freshman of the year last year. And the numbers have dropped just a little bit this year, Joe, but Nolan Schubert's going to make some money at the next level.
Oh, dude, Nolan Schubert's going to be playing for a long time. That kid can absolutely pound the ball. Like, I don't know that many guys in the draft coming up that have left-handed power like him. So, yeah, he's going to play for a long, long time.
The Highlanders defense, it's Dwele behind home plate, Borowski at first, Wozniak at second, Seymour at short, Donahoe at third, Geddes in left, Waters in center, and Tepner in right, Safadi the DH. And under Andrew Lampkin, was an assistant last year and has been an assistant, took over This past year, Tim Williams, Dave Lavalvo, and Garrig Williams are the assistants, and Shane Haller, their fine athletic director. So this is Anthony Elezai coming back after 3 weeks missed, and this is the Michigan State commit, the captain, and Nick DePonio couldn't say enough good words about how he has become a vocal leader, and he really likes his captainship all season long. It's been impressive.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Anthony Elezai behind the dish. I mean, he's someone that is probably one of the top, if not the top, one of the top, or if not the top catchers in the state of Michigan. He is someone that is, really, really changes the nature of the game. You could see it already this year, or this game in the first 2 innings. People aren't going to steal off him. They've had several opportunities at first base, Adams has, and they're not going to steal off him. So it kind of changes the game from that aspect. Also, he's such a selfless player. He's gonna block everything for you. He's a pitcher's dream.
Skies one to right, fairly deep, but Tepner has room, and he makes the catch for out number 1 here in the second inning. 2-0 St. Mary's. Another look at the Elezai fly out to right.
Stays inside it. I mean, I like the fact that he's trying to get the ball in the air. I mean, the next level, that's all they're going to talk about is getting the ball in the air. That's all they talk about. There's more green space in the outfield than there's brown space in the infield. There's more infielders than there are outfielders. So try to get the ball in the air, and that's what he tried to do. Just good hit, but covered nicely by the right fielder.
So this is Preston Duff, the 9-hitter, guy who runs really well, has taken over that center field role. Defensive specialist, but he can run, and when he gets on base, cause some havoc. 11 stolen bases on the year, so.
So if I don't say it, I got to say it, right? I mean, you ever see The Simpsons? Obviously, Duff.
Yeah. Yes.
The beer.
Yes.
Duff.
Well, you're onto something there.
Thank you. I mean, I think
You might be aging yourself to some
not
of
at
our
all.
fans,
Not
but
at all.
I dig it. Breaking ball, a fine one from Duran. Duff is out, and quickly 2 are out in the Eaglets' second.
I mean, I got to tell you, that's what Duran should be doing a lot more. Look at that, just dropping that thing. That is filthy 12-6 curveball that he just drops into the zone. And again, I think that if he does that the rest of the game, as many pitches as he's thrown the first inning, I think he's going to be fine. He just needs to get ahead like that, right? Just needs to get ahead. Umpire didn't see it that way, but me and umpires usually don't agree. But that's okay. That's okay. Don't want you to get fined by the MHSAA, so we're going to stay away from that. But if he gets ahead of the guys, he'll be fine.
Here's Luke Crichton. And he looks at one upstairs. 2-0 the count to Luke.
Yeah, let's see what Luke does here in this hitter's count.
Leaves one upstairs. Where do you see him playing at the next level?
Everywhere. And that's what you need to be, everywhere. I mean, just like his brother, too. His brother plays first base, for God's sakes. He's a right fielder. He's came in as a center fielder. He's everywhere. Luke is just a great athlete. Definitely gets it from his mom, no doubt about it. Courtney is an amazing athlete.
Oakland U's finest.
Yes.
Women's basketball.
Adams, number 30. She
all-time leading scorer?
Pretty close, if not all-time. Yeah, she was really good. Really good. So, Luke and
Brad was
Jack,
pretty good, too.
College of the Ozarks, not bad, not bad. I mean, he plays tips. He can play tips fairly decent. I mean, do I want him? I don't know. It depends on what time of the night it is. If it's early in the night, yeah, I want him. Late in the night, not sure I want him on my team. I'm just saying that right now. Brad is
pretty in-depth scouting.
Is good, but it's a scouting report. I mean,
it's time contingent.
Prior to 9 o'clock, yes, you want him. After 9 o'clock, forget it. Get him on someone else's team.
Here's Nate Bauman. He looks at a breaking ball that dances over the outside corner edge.
Great pitch. This is an important batter for him, for Duran. I mean, he got 2 outs here. Number 2 hitter here. He really needs to come out of here unscathed.
He's given up just the 1 hit, but that 1 hit drove in a couple of runs. Big cut, fooled on the bender, and Duran starting to get that off speed.
Yeah, working. I mean, Duran has been kind of had some self-inflicted wounds. Obviously been one big hit, but in reality, a couple walks and some other ones, it's been tough. Yeah, I think he's going to go back to the breaking ball here, or he might maybe he'll set him up with a fastball high. Let's see if he sets him up with a fastball high.
The right fielder Bauman awaits. It is the bender again. Strike 3, he's out. So 2 Ks in the inning. Duran starting to find his groove. Gives up the walk, but that's all. We go to the top of the third, 2-0. Eaglets of Orchard Lake.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Chad Bush and Joe Mooney back with you. Another look at the K's for Durand, who seems to be settled in. Adams down 2-0. They've been in this spot many times this year, and they'll get a chance to come back against Hudson Bristevich, the right-hander.
Yeah, Hudson's done a pretty effective job here. You know, he's gotten ahead of almost every one of his batters. He's been in pitching counts, and so.
Ground ball to short, scooped up by Luke Crichton. The fastball to first is in time to Conrad. 1 up, 1 down, as you were saying, sir.
No, I think that, you know, again, that's a perfect example. Just gets ahead of the batter, and that's a nubber right there. That's a hard one for Luke. I mean, Luke, you could see he was kind of like stutter stepping there, ball spinning off the end of the bat. And that's a really, really hard, not to mention a natural surface
Natural
like you
turf,
have at St. Mary's.
Natural grass.
But obviously it's a spinner, and so he kind of it's almost like guarding a very fast point guard, you know?
That one is smoked to left off the bat.
I'll tell you what Luke did really well, though. He's got a rocket. I haven't really seen his arm. And everyone's saying he's up to 94, 95. Like, they say he's legit on the mound, too. Legit. But that kind of showed it there, man. He just took his time and then just absolutely rifled it over to first. So, Luke Crichton, keep your eye on him.
So Tepner with a missile to left. He's on base, and that'll bring up Jesse Geddes, the 2-hitter.
I like Tepner. I've liked this kid all year long. This kid can play at the next level. I believe uncommitted right now, but I'm telling you, this kid can play at the next level. I'm a big fan of this kid. Grind, gym rat, absolute, just in the weight room all the time. Oh.
On the run was Tepner. The old hit and run was on. Geddes fouls it back. The captain, future surgeon, we hear.
Yeah. This, little smarty pants, from what I've been told, and future surgeon. Kid practices stitches on an Amazon kit. So, my gosh, he's going to do something spectacular in his career.
He drives one deep to left down the line, and that is foul. Not by much. We'll get another look, but this one was a bullet that didn't miss by much.
Good piece of hitting here, too, Chad. Outside pitch, high outside, kind of goes with it, keeps his hands inside the ball, and by just literally a foot, probably.
Yeah.
That would have been a huge hit. Probably would have scored Tepner with his speed. Obviously, Tepner can run it a little bit. Let's see with an 0-2 count here if Tepner decides to go, if Andy Lampkin is going to send him. Let's see. Oh.
A little bit of a lean.
Oh, he was leaning. He was
Throw
leaning.
back to first.
Yeah, he was definitely going on that one. Let's see. This will be a, oh, yeah. He's going to check him a couple times, Hunts it is. Again, you got a Lezai behind the dish, which is a nice insurance arm. We'll see. I'd love to see this cat and mouse battle right here.
Throw back. Eaglets started the year winning 2 straight against their rival Detroit Catholic Central, 8-0 and 1-0 in Novi. It was a fast start for the Eaglets. They would lose 5 in a row, though, after that. And would have to respond. How about that hammer from Bristevich? Backwards K. Geddes is out, and that's out number 2.
Huge out. I mean, look at this. Just an absolute hammer right there. Great pitch. Wow. And again, I mean, you're straining the guy at first. And Tepner's like an unbelievable athlete. They've got so much respect for Lezai right here.
Flip Waters is the batter. Flip Waters, the freshman, trying to get things going.
They're not going to get things going having Tepner sit at first. I'm telling you that right now. They got to push the envelope here. And Lezai, I want to see his arm. I've seen it in pregame and I've seen it in between innings. And man, he's got a rocket. So I want to see him. And he's got a great quick release too. Super athletic behind the dish. So we'll see what happens here. But they've got to move Tepner over if they want a chance to score some runs. There
he goes. Pitch is low, tough pitch for Lezai, and in with a stolen bag. So Tepner ran on the right pitch, and he's now in scoring position for the freshman Flip.
Yeah, he got a great jump there. He got an unbelievable jump, very athletic jump. And it was just a tough pitch. It was a ball in the dirt. You can see it. Well, yeah, it's a great jump. I mean, it's going to take an absolute perfect ball to get him. And Lezai, again, had a double clutch there because the ball was in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Waters fooled on that one, and ahead again is Hudson, 1-2. What's it like being a kid that grew up in Rochester and you go to St. Mary's? What does this game mean to someone like that?
Yeah,
your kids were in that spot.
No, they were. I mean, you're playing against your crossover. They didn't play Adams a lot when my kids were there.
Okay.
They
did they want to?
I wouldn't think they would. I mean, not like, oh, my God, but St. Mary's was pretty good back in the day, right? I mean, They're good now, but my gosh, they were national champs back in 21-22. They had, how many, 78 in a row or whatever it was?
Yep.
It was insane. So that's tough. But they didn't play him much, but they did play him, I would probably be, a little indifferent here. I've got the little brown and gold in my heart, obviously, and but I think St. Mary's and what they did for my boys is it is irreplaceable. I will say that on the air. St. Mary's has been amazing for my sons. My 3 boys have benefited greatly because of what they got out of St. Mary's. Brotherhood, teaching, the relationships. They're proud to come back, and I'm happy for them.
Waters lifts one to left. This is going to be the game's first run for Adams. In the corner, Tepner around third. He'll score. Cruising into second with a 2-out double is the freshman Flip Waters.
Yeah, that is a really good piece of hitting, Chad. I mean, you can see him just waits back and then just throws the barrel, keeps his hands inside, and just hits a seed. They have been taught. So Albino, his older brother, does that a ton. I mean, he's probably got 4 or 5 opposite field bombs over at Notre Dame. So I don't know if Tammy's teaching them or what, but my gosh, that is just an absolute picture-perfect set of hitting right there.
Tammy played softball at Michigan State.
Yes, yeah. Good player, too.
Swinging a drive.
I don't know how she did against the
way.
Wolverines, though. I think, I mean, that's.
Knew this was coming.
Well, I mean, come on. You talk about the Michigan Wolverines. I mean, they're probably arguably one of the best college coaches of all time. So in softball, I mean, they were amazing for many years. Won multiple Big Ten championships at the University of Michigan. Of course, I went there.
Yes, you did. 89 you got out of Adams?
No, I got out of Adams at 87, 91. 4 years. Only took me 4 years to go through Michigan. Not bad, huh? Yeah.
It was that project with Desmond Howard that got you over the edge.
Oh, my gosh. I beat him in a running race. If you haven't seen it, please
we've
DM
seen
me.
it. We had it on the prep last year. Are you kidding? You made us put it on.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make it
cost
put
you
it on again.
$2,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I beat Desmond Howard in a race. No big deal.
Donahoe had a base hit his last time up. Hudson trying to keep this lead for the Eaglets and hold them off this time around. Hudson against Henry.
Yeah, for those of you scoring at home, he's at 44 pitches right now. So, not a super effective. He's got to get out of it right here. I mean, for him to continue to, feel like he can go the distance at least.
The Kalamazoo commit awaits the Bristevich pitch, and he hit him on the hand, and so he'll take first. So runners now at first and second. Donahoe on for the second time today. And that will bring up the number 5 hitter, Borowski.
Yeah, this is interesting. I thought it hit his bat, to be honest with you. I thought it was kind of a foul ball, but it probably hit his bat in his, or maybe part of his. Yeah, it's hard to tell on that.
You can tell by the reaction usually.
Yeah.
The reaction doesn't lie. Let's see if we can get his reaction after the hit, or he gets hit. He got hit.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. I'm just saying that it hit his bat as well.
Because there is an area that if it can hit his hand and hit the bat, and it's a foul ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But
the officials are going to talk about it, and they will
his reaction is
confirm.
Like, it's obviously hit him. I mean, what's he going to do? Like, split second. I love these guys. Oh yeah, split second. I'm gonna basically try to fake an injury to get a first base. I mean, the kid's like the 3rd hitter, 4th hitter, right? I mean, he doesn't want to get hit. He wants to hit bombs. Is what he wants to do. My God.
Here's Borowski.
This is
big spot for Luke.
Big threat. This is a big threat for Adams right here. I mean, if he can get a hold of one, they can take a massive lead here. This is a big hitter for him.
Off-speed pitch that dances over for a strike. His bender has been pretty silky today. Waters at second, Donahoe at first. A run in for Adams. They've cut the lead in half. 4 hits for the Highlanders, just 1 for the Eaglets. But the Eaglets are +1 right now.
Still impressed by Flip Waters' hit. That was a nice piece of hitting. I mean, really nice piece of hitting. 2 strikes as well. Stayed within himself and just drove that ball left field. Just a good piece of hit. Oh,
flies it high and deep to right field. Duff going back to the track to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run for Borowski. It's a 3-run shot, and Adams has taken the lead in Orchard Lake, 4-2.
What I tell you about that, Chad, this kid is an absolute menace, and I told you he was going to be a threat. That he didn't hit that. I got to tell you, he did not hit that well. Like, he is very strong. He kind of gets below it, and he just powers it out. I'm telling you, he did not, like, absolutely, that was not a seed. That was not a incredibly well hit ball, and he hit that probably 380 feet. I mean, that was impressive. I got to tell you, very impressive. And like I said, he's the leader, or the top 10 in the nation in exit velocity. You can miss balls like that and hit them out. That's what exit velocity does for you. That's what power does for you. So, I mean, hats off. You know, not a bad pitch by Brstevich, and a heck of a piece of hitting by Borowski.
6'4", 210, and those big arms extended. And Adams has flipped the script. They're +2.
He's a monster. Like, if you met him, like Borowski, like Ryan, my son, came home after like seeing him at like 2SP or something like that, and he came in. He's like, "Man, Luke Borowski, have you seen that kid lately? He's a monster." I'm like, "Yeah, he's a big dude."
Just a junior. This one is fouled away into the woods. This is Wozniak, the second baseman. Andrew Wozniak.
Yeah, Dad played at Adams for Coach Lampkin. Dad was a good athlete. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really good athlete.
Adams trying to even this season series between the Eaglets and the Highlanders. They played last year out in Brighton in a game that we covered in the Legacy Center. Adams won that game over the Eaglets. St. Mary's won 8-3 a couple weeks ago. Ground ball to third, scooped up by Tribal, throw to first. Inning over, but not before Adams gets a 3-run shot by Borowski. And they now have the lead 4-2. Got a fun one at Orchard Lake. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Chad Bush and Joe Mooney back with you. 4-2. Rochester Adams puts up a 4 spot in the third, regains the lead. They have 5 hits. St. Mary's has just 1. But that base hit by the Eaglets scored him 2 runs. And Hunter Brestevich will try to help his cause here.
Hudson.
Excuse me, thank you. Hudson.
He's a hunter, though.
He is a hunter.
He's a hunter. You know who looks a good athlete? I was
Who's
just
that?
thinking. Theo Piccarelli.
Oh, yeah. Former
below,
Bronco.
Yeah, below the radar. But he ran by, I was like, dang, he's pretty athletic there, don't you think?
I think so. He did something in the offseason. Got himself right.
Yeah, maybe it's the kid. He had a
The
kid.
kid. The kid will
Usually
make
when you have a kid, though, you get the dad bod. You get kind of big, you get kind of hefty, right? Little Kool-Aid kind of guy, right?
It depends how much running you have to do
Yeah,
as a dad.
but I got to tell you,
But
Theo is looking good. He is ready to go to the Cass Lake Sandbar right now.
He's Cass Lake Sandbar ready.
Oh, West
He's
Side
a
Teddy.
couple weeks
Teddy
away.
West Side. Teddy West Side.
Might need to run a couple miles a day for a few days next week, but I think he's ready. There's a swing. There's a drive. High and deep to right, and that's in Kego Harbor.
Wow.
Over the powerhouse. And Hudson cuts the lead in half with an absolute missile to right. And that was a statement dong by the future Irishman.
Oh, my gosh. That was probably, and I've seen Ike Irish. I've seen Nolan Schubart. I've seen Ryan McKay. I've seen some great lefties over here, right? That was unreal. That was a bomb. He got it.
That thing's still going. That might hit Doug Fackler somewhere upstairs
Look at
in
the
his
right
house.
field. Right fielder, just didn't even move. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? That was
not even a courtesy glance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bomb.
So it's still an Adams lead. The Eaglets have had a couple of loud hits, but that one the loudest of the day. But just a solo shot.
Trackman had that at 442 feet. My gosh. That was unbelievable.
How did you get that?
I didn't. I just made it up, but it sounded really good.
I
Didn't
like that. I'm sorry I ruined it.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a fister to left. Make it shortstop, and it's swallowed up by Seymour.
442 might be under what it was. I'm not kidding. That thing was an absolute. Pat the stat. Literally,
Pat should have the velocity.
I had to pick Pat's jaw up off the floor with that thing. My gosh, that was a bomb.
It was. Here's Wyatt Borby, the batter. What a year for Borby. Did not play last year. He was out with Tommy John surgery, fooled on a nasty breaking ball. Left fielder, senior, first time on varsity, and he's showing out. 338 hitter. It's a no-load hitting style, and it's worked well for Borby, the senior. Trying to get something started with 1 out and behind 0-2.
He's got an interesting stance here, Chad. Look at he doesn't load at all.
Wide.
Yeah, he's wide.
What does that mean?
Literally.
What's the advantage of that for Borby?
It's more contact, probably. More quiet head. The more
Less
quiet
power,
the head,
though?
Probably, yeah. He's probably giving up some power, but if he's got that upper body, look at that.
Ripped to left and foul down the line.
But
Nick DePonio, the third base coach and head coach.
Yeah, we should get a shot of that. Look at, here it is. He doesn't load at all. He just sits there, bam. That's just, he's got some upper body strength. Great job by the crew here. Yeah, look how silent he is on that breaking ball. He's not fooled, right? He's just loading right there, and he swings at what he wants to swing at. I'm kind of a fan of this, right? I'm kind of a fan. Now
you're kind of locked in as a hitter, right? There's not a lot of room for movement, which could be helpful.
Yeah, this kid is strong, though, right? Very strong.
5-hitter in this lineup. And he
Very
looks at one
silent.
up and away.
Look at that. Just very silent, very, very in control in the box. I really, really like this kid.
There you see Nick DePonio, won a state title as a player, won a state title coaching. That one's popped up foul out of play.
It's a good at-bat.
And he's a battling. The pitch count for Durand is just about to 60. Orchard Lake St. Mary's will play tomorrow right here against Divine Child. That one is skied high on the infield. It'll be an easy play for Wozniak. And there's 2 outs in the Eaglets' third. 1 run in on the Hudson Bristevich home run, and that'll leave things up to Carter Klein, the number 6 hitter.
Yeah, good pitch here. He just got under it and trying to loft it in the outfield, which is fine. We just got under it. Good pitch.
The Eaglets with a sweep of Catholic Central on the year, 4 wins. They knocked off De La Salle 14-3 before losing 1-0 to the number 1 seed in the Catholic League tournament. The Eaglets knocked off Brother Rice twice, their last 2 times they've played. They've now split with Brother Rice on the year. Strike called to Carter Klein. They also have a win over Detroit Western, 2 wins over St. Francis de Sales, probably the best team in the Toledo teams, and coming off a win over Adams last week before knocking off St. John's Jesuit with their last win. It was a split on Saturday.
Yeah, I was watching those Toledo teams, Chad. It's interesting. I mean, there used to be some, and I'm not saying they're not up to the caliber they were, but I got to tell you, those Central Catholic teams used to be unreal. I mean, Jace Bowen, remember Jace Bowen? He was an old hit dog as well, now in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. Kid was like, talk about an athlete, was committed to Michigan State, right, as a wide receiver, defensive back, and also highly recruited for football, and ended up getting drafted and ended up going with Pittsburgh. He was a dude. Ryan Bowen, his dad, good athlete. I mean, just, you know.
There's a shot to right. That's going to be caught. Diving play by Matt Tepner and a rob job by Adams. How about the defense for Tepner? Have a day, kid.
Great piece of hitting, too, at Tepner. I'm telling you, this kid's an athlete. This kid should be playing at the next level. Telling you, he is a good athlete. Gym rat, you can tell. Pays off.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for Rochester Adams. They have a 4-3 lead in Orchard Lake. Trying to even the season series. These two teams played at Oakland University, and that happened last week. And St. Mary's did win that game 8-3. And we'll see how this one goes. This is all just a tune-up, of course, Joe, for the state playoffs. St. Mary's will certainly want to win the Catholic League tournament. No tournament in the OAA Red. Adams has already won that, but this is a good gauge of where you're at and fine competition.
Oh, Johnny Safati.
There's a shot to left. It's deep, and that is hauled in by Borby at the track and the fence. Wyatt Borby, and it dips a little bit out there and left. I know I've played it. This is a tough ball to track. Borby with a fine catch on the run.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to Safati as well. He had a seed here.
Sure.
But what a play by Barbie. Wow, that's a hard play. I mean, you're running full speed.
Yeah.
It's not like there's some padding back here. You're hitting the chain link, right? I mean, my gosh.
The sun has come out as well. That doesn't help. Here comes the senior Seymour, 6'1", 185. He's the 8 hitter, and he's the shortstop.
This kid's he's a great natural-born leader. He's two-time captain here, Daniel Seymour. He played football for the first time, was the kicker after playing soccer for many years.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think of kickers?
I love kickers.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen me versus Owen Party in my story? Like, Owen Party was the was the kicker for
I've seen
Brother
it.
Rice.
I've
I
seen it.
smoked him, right? I smoked him.
That was
I
at
hope
Adams
he's
High
listening to
School.
this. I hope he's listening to this. I smoked him. I kicked a 35-yarder, no problem, right down the middle.
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, you want to see the video?
No.
Does the prep have to show the video again? Okay. Anyway, so I love kickers, and I got to tell you, Daniel Seymour is I've seen more good kicks from him as well. Pun intended. You like that?
I like
that,
it.
Chad? Thank you.
We're getting some good live chat activity. If you're watching and you want to comment, we will shout you out. Anthony Pacey, former Eaglet, is watching from down in Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Grant Essig also.
Oh.
There's a swing and a drive to left. Borby's over it and has it. And that is loud out number 2. Ryan McKay also on the chat. Michael Latin, the Fact Vault, Darren Lucia. What's up, boys? We appreciate it. Everybody's welcome, and we will shout you out. Lucia says that Pine Lake, it would have been Pine Lake the ball would have gone into. Okay, maybe so. Sorry about that, Darren. I'll have to get my directions straight, but that's fair.
I got to tell you, Chad.
Yeah.
On my Instagram account, I throw cheddar high and tight. No big deal. Please go follow. I_throw_cheddar. We did a poll. Who's going to win today, Adams or St. Mary's? And it's 34-33. I mean, kind of the same thing. 4-3 right now game. It is 34 votes for St. Mary's, 33 for Adams.
How about it?
Yes.
Keep them coming in.
That is. I got to tell you, I've got viewers on this that are knowledgeable about ball. They know ball. They know Stitch. They know Stitch.
I dig it. You've got some knowledgeable people on there.
Yeah, I
you got some people that don't know
Stitch?
food. I remember last year you had some people.
Oh
that
my gosh, it was
we're going to cater and didn't and all kinds of stuff.
I got to go to the live chat here. My ADHD will be fantastic on that thing. Where are we at?
That's
in the live
okay.
Chat?
We got something for that.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know.
Rustevich to the set and a foul back home plate.
I'm all natural.
Bases are clear, 2 outs, 2-0 count, 4-3, Adams on top. Eaglets got 2 in the first. Adams would come back with 4 in the third. And St. Mary's would come back with 1 in the third on the Rustevich home run that would answer the Borowski home run. But the Borowski deal was a 3-run job, and Huddy's was a solo shot. So that's where we sit, 4-3.
That's a great pitch. Huddy just going in the hands, just kind of really hard to catch up with.
Against Dwele, the catcher right now. Dwele spelled D-O-E-L-L-E.
It is probably, I'd say, second team all name. Dwele.
McAllister, the first name, I think automatically puts him on.
McAllister
like
Dwele.
That.
Oh,
good first name.
Fabulous name.
He swings and drives it way back to left, and that ball is gone. Into the Eaglets bullpen. A home run for McAllister Dwele out of the 9-hole. The catcher grows this to a 2-run Adams lead.
I'll tell you, for the 9-hitter, my gosh.
Yeah.
Dwele, look at him. He's kind of an animal. Oh, look at that. He almost blew out his ACL basically celebrating right there. My gosh.
Got some nice lettuce, too. Here's another look at the
look
drive.
At this kid. Like, that's a violent swing. I mean, that was gone by a long shot.
That almost hit your limousine out there.
No, yeah, maybe. My driver's somewhere else. But I will tell you, that reminded me, though. I told my wife I had to park our car somewhere else. Jason Oliver.
Jen doesn't listen to you.
No, Jason Oliver hit my car, the hood of my car.
The Indiana
player,
Hoosier?
yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Hit my car, and I went to sell it back to the dealership, and the guy said, "Wow, these hoods of these Range Rovers aren't cheap." And I'm like, "Oh God, he destroyed." It was like literally $1,000 from Oliver. I should have sent him a bill.
I think his dad's here.
I already talked to his dad.
I think the dad's here.
I think he's got some NIL money. I should probably just go look at. But anyway,
I think he does.
Yeah. But he smashed it, and I'm like, Jen blamed me, of course.
Well, there's some
Why'd
responsibility.
you park the car there?
There's a hot shot up the box, and the worm burner got Huddy's shoelaces. That's a solid hit. That's the 7th of the game for Adams, and Nick DePonio has seen enough. He wants timeout in Orchard Lake. We'll take it with him. 5-3, Adams on top. We're in the 4th. Come on back, won't you?
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
The Dwele bomb from 3 different angles, and all of them look pretty juicy.
Yeah, same result. It hit a Tahoe out there, Chad. I just found out. A black Tahoe. So if you own a black Tahoe.
For real?
Yeah, you might want to go out there and hit a black Tahoe. License plate 27P21. 27P21. If you own a black Tahoe, it smashed the hood of that Tahoe. And so, I mean, that was a bomb, not going to lie. And, number 9 hitter, too. I mean, that's impressive. And they haven't been, maybe they heard me kind of ripping on their bunting and saying they bunt too much. And now they're just swinging away for the fences. I mean, Borowski and then, we've got our guy there, our number 9 hitter.
Dwele.
Yeah, Dwele. McAllister Dwele.
So
that's a great name. He might move from second team to first team. McAllister Dwele.
He might. Listen, we've got AA in the game. It's Anthony Abella, the left-handed pitcher and first baseman, and the junior. And so the lefty's in, and Brustevich will be responsible for the runner at first, Tepner. But 5 runs in this game for Adams. Abella deals. It's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Anthony Abella. Good size left-handed pitcher, and he inherits the speedy Tepner at first. Eaglets will try to shut that run game down here. Off-speed pitch over. A nasty bite on the inside corner, strike 2. So introduction by Abella. That's impressive. Throw back to first to Conrad. Appreciate the comments again. If you could subscribe.
Dude, Grant Essig, he's my favorite right now. I mean, Grant Essig, right there, shout out. Said I should be broadcasting for the Tigers. That's right.
Year's not over yet.
Yeah.
Strike 3, dropped it, throw to first, and inning over. But not before Adams strikes again with a long ball. Their 3rd of the day. They're now on top by 2, 5-3 as we go to the home half of the 4th.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
We are The Prep. Thanks for watching on our YouTube channel. We're also on all these social medias. Would love for you to like, follow, and be a part of our services. High school broadcasts, over 100 all season long. We're with you all season. We don't stop service in the middle of the year, take the spring off. No, we're with you all year. And we thank you for being with us as well. info@theprepsports.com. And if you'd like a broadcast, time's running out, but there is some time left. So get at us if you'd like to be a sponsor as well. So here we are, Chad Bush and Joe Mooney. And we appreciate everybody writing in. Ryan McKay, Darren Lucia, Grant Essig and McKay doing great things at Michigan State. And what does he want? He wants a competition, a hitter's competition. I would love to do that.
Bring that smoke. I want that
I didn't
smoke.
go to Michigan.
Minnie's a
I didn't
gap
play
hitter.
at Michigan.
Ryan McKay's a gap hitter.
I want him to be the judge of who wins that hitting competition.
Ryan McKay is a gap hitter. He's not a bomb hitter like me. He's not.
He's
no
hit some
way.
bombs this year at Michigan
short
State.
Porch over there in right field.
Oh, please. Come on. He's one of the best hitters in St. Mary's history.
Speaking of good hitters.
Deep to left, way back, and that's off the wall. The big bopper, Conrad, or did he clear the wall? He cleared it.
Into the
Home run
bullpen.
for Conrad. Derek Conrad, the first baseman, touches them all, and it scoots over that red top for a dong. It's the Eaglets' second of the day.
Big fella. That's right. Love it. Man, this is fired up. This is great. He's pumped. What a great piece of hitting, too. Oh,
Former Cougar comes correct for the Eaglets here in the fourth, and he answers the home run by Dwele. We'll get another look at this shot.
Yeah, Derek Conrad. I mean, that ball got out in a hurry. That ball was not. That was on a line probably 15, 17 degrees, Chad. Wasn't on a line. It just ended up just sneaking over in the bullpen. But I would probably say 104, 105 exit below. Just on an absolute line, and the big fella is just looking good rounding those bases. That is fabulous.
Yeah, it was. That got out in a hurry. You're right. So, Anthony Alezai, the Michigan State commit and the captain, up to represent what would be the tying run. Eaglets led 2-0. They trailed 4-2. And now they've climbed back to a one-run, and that by our home plate umpire Bernard Muhammad was a called strike.
Yeah.
Ozzie Ashley is the field umpire today. Shadows cast just to the left of home plate, what turned out to be a beautiful day in Orchard Lake. On the shores, the most beautiful campus for a high school in the state of Michigan. Wow. Inside corner strike called, and Bernard Muhammad's got post-game reservations at the Lodge, or Geno's apparently.
Yeah, those are both inside. I'm just going to say it.
Probably Geno's. I don't think he'd go to the Lodge. Inside, nothing against the Lodge, but who wouldn't prefer Geno's over the Lodge?
I'm a Geno's fan. Great pizza.
Timeless pizza.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Geno's.
I mean, the breadsticks you got to lead with.
You think we can get some, like?
Yes, I think we could. I think it might take a call. Perhaps your limo driver to pick him up. Strike three called. He's out on strikes. And a rough at bat for the Eaglets.
That ball is way inside. That is an awful call. I'm just going to say it, Chad. I'm sorry to say. I hope you don't get fined, but that is not a good call. That is an inside fastball. I don't want the umpire to get mad at me, but that is not a good play.
Well, then you can't say those things.
I'm sorry. That's a bad.
I know, bro, but we're on air.
I get it, but that was not good.
Here's Preston Duff, the 9-hitter, and the squares to bunt pulls it back.
You want me to lie?
No, maybe sometimes.
Okay.
Duff, a lot of speed, will try to get this thing on the ground somewhere. Sure-handed outfielder. As emerged as their guy. There's a drive deep to left, way back, and touch him all, Preston Duff. A Duff dinger has tied things at 5 for the Eaglets here in the fourth.
I mean, think about this, Chad. Both number 9 hitters here. Both number 9 hitters are contributing to the onslaught. I got to tell you, Duff. Like, he just absolutely, that was a seed. Great job, Preston Duff. I mean, he's pumped up. Look at him, man. Chest pumping everyone. He's ready to go. Here we on the replay. He just takes this fastball. That's a great piece of hitting, man. That looks great. And it hit that white, if you own a white Tahoe right there, license plate LB2611, it got hit. The tailgate got hit.
How about the approach, though, the Eaglets with the line drives? I mean, that's what you want, right? I know they teach this modern. You want to upswing.
I hate that modern stuff.
Right. But when you're hitting line drives that are getting out, I mean, you're really getting it done.
Yeah, and I'm all for, look, it's math, right? I mean, I'm all for getting the ball into the outfield and lofting the ball. I'm all for hitting the ball in the air and knock ground balls. You're going to get, mathematically, you're going to get more hits. But this, continuing trying to swing up, it's like you're just getting more and more strikeouts. And Major League Baseball is becoming one big, extra base hit or home run or a strikeout. There's 40-some thousand strikeouts. No one wants that. But this is a great piece of hitting here by all the Eagles. They've had good approaches, line drive approaches that have turned into home runs. Backspin those balls into left field.
What a wild one. Both 9 hitters have hit line drive home runs that have been no doubters. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, there's not a lot of lineups in the state that you get down to the 9-hitter.
No.
And a kid's going to be able to hit a home run like that. But both these teams with that kind of talent, and it's showing out here today.
That's where I think that St. Mary's always was the differentiator back in the 21, 22, 23 days. That basically their top 5 guys were going to be D1. Auburn, Oklahoma State, Duke, Michigan State, wherever it was. They're going to have dogs that are going to be up in the first 5. But the reason they got really, really good was their 7, 8, 9 were unbelievable. These two teams, these two programs are excellent programs. Excellent program where you're having kids going to play Division I and also just playing college throughout their lineups. And you can have a number 9 hitter. You've got to be approaches. The approaches have got to be careful. Your pitchers cannot just serve it up like a number 9 hitter. These guys are going to hit it out of the ballpark.
Yep. So with Crichton on his second walk of the day, that'll bring up Nate Bauman, the right fielder.
This is interesting what they're going to do here. With 1 out, you have a lefty here. Crichton can run. Crichton is a great athlete.
You think he goes here?
I think he goes here right now. He's going to go over? Yep.
The Eaglets have hits today from Hudson Bristevich, Drew Treibel, Derek Conrad, and Preston Duff. 3 of the 4 hits have been home runs.
I think he goes on Duran here. Go back. Yep. I think Duran showed him his good move. He's got a couple quick moves over there, but he's got a good move. I just think he showed his good move there.
Yep.
I think he goes here too. Crichton is antsy.
Bauman, the 2-hitter.
Nope.
Inside corner strike called. All 4 of the Eaglets' hits have been for RBIs today.
I think it's critical that they manufacture this run right here. If St. Mary's wants to actually win this game, they're going to have to manufacture this run, Crichton at first.
Not running here, pitch inside, and a snap back by Dwele. The batter is Nate Bauman, having a fine junior campaign. Earned the right field spot in mid-April and has not looked back since. Very good bunter as well.
Go over to first. He's going to go over to first here. Yep, what I know. My gosh, like Tony Romo. I'm like, want me just to look at my crystal ball the rest of the game?
Would you predict a bunt here?
No.
Okay.
No.
The Adams bullpen is active with Brody Larson. There goes the runner. It was the right pitch to run on for Luke. Dwele dropped it, and there's a runner in scoring position. That would be the go-ahead run for the number 2 hitter, Bauman.
Yeah.
Here's another look.
Yeah, he was going. Great move. He knew it. Here's the thing. Because Duran was going over there so many times, he got an idea of when he was going to go over there, right? He knew his move. He went over there probably 5 or 6 times. And that's the problem with pitchers. When you go over too much, you're telegraphing when you're going home versus going to first. Luke Crichton is a smart player, very heady player. He knew he wasn't going over to first. He knew he went home and obviously stole that base.
Upstairs, as you see the activity in the Adams bullpen continuing with Larson. So with a walk, here comes Brustevich. Home run his last time up. It was a towering shot. This mountain of a man put it way out. Would have gone into Pine Lake, according to our man on the chat. I had my directions. I know, Dad. I screwed up with my directions. I'm sorry.
Let's keep the infighting between the family to a minimum here.
I know.
Shall we? My gosh, we're professionals, aren't we?
We're trying, somewhat. Good-sized lead by Crichton, who runs well. Brustevich says, stay there. Don't go anywhere.
This is a tough situation for Duran, right? It's a tie game right now. You got 1 out. You got man on first and second. There's nowhere to go for Hudson, right? You got to pitch to him. But with 1 swing of the bat, you've already seen what Hudson can do.
Duran to the set, checks the runner, Crichton at second. Bauman edges off at first. Strike called at the thighs, a well-placed.
Good pitch in the outside corner. Great. I think that was a strike. I think so. There you go. I'm agreeing with the umpire there.
Yeah. First time today.
Yeah.
Game all tied up at 5. And this bash brawl between some crosstown teams and rivals from the Catholic League and the OAA Red. Adams won the Red over Rochester. Clarkston finished 3rd in the Red. Oxford would finish 4th. Stony Creek 5th. Lake Orion 6th. And Athens 7th.
Yeah, Hudson's got a hitter's count here. Look for something big. If he can see it, he's going to handle it. And I'm telling you, he's going to rip it somewhere. 2-1 count.
Popped him up. This is left side.
Huge.
A lot of room in play or wide of play and caught by Donahoe. So that's 2 outs and a big win for Durand as he gets Bristevich to pop out in foul territory. 2 outs.
Gigantic win. And I got to tell you, what a great pitch. He went up. And Hudson just, his upper outer half and just couldn't handle it. And I think he was looking for the left center gap. And just tip your cap. That's all you can do, tip your cap. Big, big out for Duran right here. Now you have to worry about is the hitter. That's all you got to worry about right now. 2 outs.
Tribal already with 2 RBIs today. His sister, Mia, is a senior and plays on the Orchard Lake St. Mary's softball team. She's got a scholarship to James Madison. She'll play there in the fall. His other brother, Drew, is a freshman at Brother Rice.
Hey, Chad, I got to.
There's a line shot to left center. That's a base hit. Rounding third, heading home, and scoring is Luke Crichton. Rounding third, heading home, and scoring is Bauman. And the Eaglets take a 7-5 lead on the 4th RBI of the day for Andrew Tribal.
Huge hit by Tribal. That is a gigantic hit. Wow. What a turn of events here. 2 outs. Absolutely left center gap. What a good piece of hitting. Tribal looks great, man. That is a really, really nice piece of hitting. What an athletic talent right there in Tribal.
We'll step aside. Adams will make a pitching change. Eaglets with a 4 spot in the 4th. They're +2. Back with more on the prep after this. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
New relief pitcher in the game. It's Brody Larson, 5'11", 180-pound senior. He inherits a runner at second, Tribal, who just knocked in his 3rd and 4th runners of the day. And we've got Wyatt Borby, the batter.
Yeah, boy. Brody Larson. Brody Larson. That was Little hop on his fastball there.
A little bit.
Yeah, it comes out of there pretty good.
Don't let the size fool you.
No. Dang.
Yeah, right at the belt, right down the middle.
Yeah.
To Wyatt Borby, the third best hitter for average in this team at 338.
Yeah. I mean,
Strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. A rude introduction by Brody Larson, but damage done. Eaglets get 4 in the fourth. They're up 7-5 as we go to the fifth. Come on back to Orchard Lake right after this.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores.
Nick DePonio in his second year played professionally in Europe, in Italy, and was also a big part of the European Cup in Barcelona, Spain. Second season as head coach, second stint. Previously coached St. Mary's for 6 years, runners-up twice during 07 and the 09 seasons, 6 district titles, 3 regional titles, very successful in his first stint. A 98 grad of Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and led St. Mary's to their first state championship in baseball in 1998 when he was a senior. He was a Dream Team member, highly successful at Oakland University, regarded as one of their best hitters ever. And he's a good one. And St. Mary's lucky to have him back for his second stint, as he's got the Eaglets #1 in Division II this latest week in this latest poll.
yeah, he's done a fine job here at St. Mary's, and coming back to his alma mater, and tip your cap to the kind of job that he has. He has St. Mary's, anywhere between, depends on the poll, second to fourth in the state. So
there's a shot to center. That's going to drop in front of Duff. A Sinai single and a leadoff single. And so Adams has it going. That's Flip Waters, the freshman, with his second hit today.
yeah, I mean, puts the ball in play, and good things going to happen, right? I mean, he tried to bunt to get on, and who needs bunts? Swing the bat, my guy. You are a college prospect. You do not need to bunt. You need to rake.
This guy will not be bunting. Henry Donahoe, the cleanup hitter. As Anthony Abella continues to work, the lefty came on in relief last inning. He relieved Hudson Bristevich. And here he is now, lefty on righty battle against the cleanup hitter for Adams.
Yeah, let's see if Flip is going to. I doubt. I mean, he's got great speed. I doubt he's going to run, though.
It is plus speed over there, and
doesn't
now
need to.
does not need to. That pitch was wild.
Yeah. This is the high school. This is the difference in high school and in college, right? Where you're giving bases away. You can't give bases away. You've got to make them earn it. And, again, got to make sure. And Elezai is one of the best at, just being a great defensive catcher. And he's got great reflexes. But this is really hard. You've got to make sure that right now you're throwing strikes and that you're getting people to earn it. And he's 2-0 right now. So, again, we got to throw strikes if you're St. Mary's.
Donahoe, the Kalamazoo commit, has had a hit today and has scored a run.
Kalamazoo has a bunch of St. Mary's kids that went there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my
Good.
gosh.
Yeah, you're right.
Blake Bean, he was a heck of a player. And,
Sure.
Cooper's over there right now.
Yeah, Cooper Mills.
Yeah, Cooper Mills is a great
right.
family. What a great family.
Yeah.
Cooper Mills is a heck of a player. David Steckow from the University of Detroit, UD High School. He's their second baseman as well.
Okay.
Good player.
Off-speed pitch from Abella is a good one.
I'll tell you who was really good there. Really good. Harrison Posat.
Sure. Catcher?
Catcher, yes. Harrison Posat.
Played with your boy,
He
Jack,
was
I
good.
believe.
Yeah,
We're
Jack,
watching
he's
them play.
2019 player. This kid is, he was a smart kid, too. Really good player.
Swing and a miss. Double A gets the K. That's his first. It's a big one with a runner on second. It's out number 1.
It's a gigantic one. I mean, I got to tell you, good pitch. You got to throw strikes, and Anthony Abella just does a great job of coming back. There was a 2-0 count, too, Chad. He came back, battled back, and obviously we got one out. That was huge.
That 2019 team you mentioned would start a run for Orchard Lake St. Mary's as they won the Catholic League that year over Detroit Catholic Central in 10 innings. It was an Alex Mooney base hit that won that game in Detroit at Comerica Park.
I remember that.
They would not play the following year. That was the COVID year. But 2021, the Eaglets would continue their Catholic League championship run at Jimmy John's Field. Ryan McKay, who wrote in earlier, would win the game for the Eaglets, along with your son, Alex. Both were big on it. I think McKay had that triple to keep it going. I know Alex had some big hits as well. And then the Eaglets would win it again the following year in 2022, 2-0 over Brother Rice. And then would beat Catholic Central 3-2 in 2023. And then last year the run ended for the Eaglets. Brother Rice won 3-0 in a game that we did on the prep, Joe Mooney and I, in the Brother Rice 3-0 win. This year it's wide open. There's really 4 teams, 5 teams that could win it. It hasn't been this way in a long time, Joe. You got De La Salle, the 1 seed, certainly the favorite. St. Mary's, the 2 seed, will have something to say. Brother Rice in there as the 4 seed, Catholic Central.
I mean, it's amazing that Brother Rice is the 4 seed, right? I mean, they're playing so well right now. Like, my take on it is, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm predicting it, but Brother Rice, it's going to be hard to beat. And I talked to Bob Riker not too long ago, and I got to tell you, he's pretty bullish on their team right now and how they're gelling together. They've had a lot of
youth. 5 guys in the lineup, and as
9
you know,
guys
youth
overall.
gets older.
Yeah, youth gets older, and they've really grown this year.
That's
And
a
so-
no pitch from Bernard Muhammad. He called time before, and he also granted time to the big Luke Borowski, who's feeling just fine after his 3-run shot at his sister's alma mater. Got him on strikes here. Borowski didn't argue. 2 are out, 2 big Ks for Abella. And his 3rd of the day.
Yeah, good pitch here. I mean, 2 strikes right there, kind of froze him. Upper part of the zone, upper end, but it's a strike. And, you know, tip your cat to the pitcher and kind of head back. And, hey, it is what it is.
So
Andrew
this is-
Wozniak.
Sorry about that, brother.
No, Andrew Wozniak. I really like this kid as well. I think that he's a good athlete. Comes from a long line of good athletes, and I'm telling you, this kid, he's going to be, ooh, it's a good swing, too.
Fooled him on it a bit. It was a bit late, but you can tell the swing has been smooth today. And a good stroke that time. A legacy guy in Wozniak. As you mentioned, his dad played at Adams for Coach Lampkin.
Yeah. And Abella's just got to be really careful here, right? You got 2 outs. You got a man on second, right? You don't want to make a mistake that you're going to have to pay for. You're up 2 runs. You know, you just got to make sure that you're throwing strikes. You're not giving up an easy hit or an easy walk. You're not, you know, again, maybe you're not pass balls. Like, let's eliminate the things that we can control, right?
Yep.
And so, you know, make them earn it here. Make them earn it.
Many other games going on, and we'll get you some scores here shortly.
Oh,
swing and a drive deep to left, way back, and gone. Another home run in this ball game, and it's tied this thing up at a touchdown aside. This time it was Andrew Wozniak.
Told you, good athlete.
Just
there.
inside that pole, and we're knotted up at 7, Joe.
Chad, we got just an awesome game. Back and forth battle here. Wozniak just takes that, and I think it actually went off the foul pole, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it did. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Good
off
call.
The foul pole. Wow, that is that's a great pitch, great hit. My gosh, tip your cap there. But Wozniak, you know, just a really, really good piece of hitting there, and hey, he did what he had to do. Man on second base, got to drive that guy in. 2 outs right there. high ball game, Chad. We got a barn burner here. My gosh.
Here's Safadi, who smacked one earlier. 2 runs for Adams in the 5th to knot it up. And this has been the kind of game that we thought we'd have.
Yeah.
Here's another look at that bash that, as you mentioned, hits about midway up that foul pole. I don't know why they call it a foul pole.
Fair pole?
Yeah. Can you do that for me?
Pesky pole?
Sure. Abella strikes out the batter, Safadi, his 4th of the game, but damage done. Adams with 2 on their 4th home run of the day. Don't go anywhere. We got a doozy in Orchard Lake.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Chad and Joe back with you. Some scores from around the league or around Oakland County. Wall Lake Western 4, South Lyon East 1. Beale City with a 9-0 lead over Manton. Groves 5, Berkeley 1. Groves trying to salvage one game in that series. There's a ground ball to short, scooped up by Seymour, throw to first. And 1 up, 1 down. Carter Klein is out. Anchor Bay 15, St. Clair 3. Liggett with a 5-4 lead over Western down in Grosse Pointe. Heartland with a 3-2 lead over Howell in a crosstown rival. Talking about crosstown rivals, how about Dakota against Chippewa? Dakota with a slim 1-run lead over their rival, 5-4. And Huron downriver with an 11-0 lead over the Red Devils of Gros Ile. No score, Brother Rice and UAD. No score, Catholic Central de La Salle. Back to you, Joe Mooney.
Well, we got Derek Conrad up. This is our home run hitter. Last time, I think that he's trying to, that last swing, he really tried to repeat the performance here. Oh.
Just that line shot to left that cleared the wall.
Held off that one. Good high pitch, held off. Held off again. That's discipline. Yeah, no. Check the runner over at first, or check the umpire over at first. No, he's fine.
Brody Larson in his 2nd inning of duty. Nobody on, 1 out. And Conrad, who homered his last time up, giving Larson a battle.
Larson throws pretty good. Like, I'm pretty impressed here. I mean, he's throwing strikes, pounding the zone, and his velo is pretty good. Yeah.
Sure is.
I'll tell you who's giving him a battle, though. Our guy, Derek Conrad. Big fella over here. You can tell when, like, big fellas got, like, all the gear on, all the Evo Shield stuff on their arms. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look at him.
Running out of baseballs. Detroit Catholic Central has knocked off Warren de La Salle 3-1. So that actually, we got an updated score from Austin. And they're underway in game 2, and it's scoreless. Conrad just continues to chuck baseballs into the woods. Somebody go get those.
Yeah.
Pat the stat, fetch it. Come on, Poppy. He's busy. Conrad with a great eye there. This is a battle.
That is, like, that's a hard pitch to spit on, man. That's a high school player. Shout out Conrad.
Larson wins the battle. 2 are out in the Eaglet 5th.
Good at bat by Conrad, though. I mean, but you got to tip your cap to Larson. I mean, Larson threw it right by him, fastball right by him. He just couldn't catch up to it. But, I mean, shout out. That was a really, really great at bat. I mean, I'm telling you, Derek Conrad has nothing to be ashamed there. That was, and again, here's the difference, Chad. What does it matter if it's a strikeout or a ground out? It's an out, right? It doesn't matter. The kid had like an 8-pitch at bat.
Well, let me ask you though. Does it matter?
Yeah. Man on first, it matters. A ground out, that's a double play, right? I mean,
with nobody on, does it matter though? The strikeout, does it do something mentally for them defensively, or does it, make St. Mary's?
It pumps people up, but
right.
I got to tell you, I mean, at the same time,
more than a ground out.
Yeah.
If you're Adams.
I mean, I don't know. If the ground out and the guy dives for it and picks it up and throws it first and gets him, that's kind of pumped up too, right? I mean,
fair.
So, like, I don't know. It's an out. Right? It's a home run. Everyone's, it's a 480-foot home run. Big deal. It's one run, you know?
Here's Elezai, and he crocks one to right field. This one fairly deep. Tepner has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the 6th inning. Nothing solved in this bash that's seen 7 home runs today, combined by both teams in this 7-7 battle in Orchard Lake.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.